Dace, we'll try and keep this short and sweet because your voice is going, but a 4-0 win on the opening day doesn't really get much better than that, does it?
First of all, I'm going to apologise for the way that I sound. No, mate. No, it doesn't. I'd probably put it down as one of the proudest moments I've had in football. And I think that we would have sent a little bit of a statement, but you can look at the scoreline. Dartford are a top side, and they're very, very good and very, very effective at what they do. But maybe didn't pay enough attention to us and what we're about now. This is not the Dulwich of old, with the utmost respect to what it was. It's a new era, and we're trying to change the culture. And like I've said to you during pre-season, it's not always going to work, but we'll entertain. And if you came here today, that is the one thing that you definitely were. So for the players of old and the boys of new, I'm really happy they got to enjoy that moment. And hopefully, like I said to you the last couple of games, even if you're not here, if the fans weren't encouraged yet, they should be now.
We'll touch on the emotion of that one. Obviously, you had a moment with the fans after the game. You spoke before that your mum was here. She doesn't usually come to football. Will that mean now that she's coming home and away? It's a good luck charm?
I think once the cold weather hits, it's a bit different. Yeah, I got a bit emotional. I was thinking about my son. And his mum, to be fair, you know, they sacrifice a lot for me to do this. And it's tough, especially when you do part-time football. You know, it's a lot of hours. We get back very late on a Tuesday and a Thursday. You know, you're gone all the Saturday. And I've always had this little ticking time bomb in my head where sometimes I don't back myself. And, you know, you get all the good comments and stuff when we were announced. And I'm probably the kind of person that maybe takes notice of the negative stuff. So I guess a little bit was obviously just thinking about the sacrifice that's made with my son, but also, you know, we've arrived. And look, don't get me wrong, mate, I'm fully aware it's only one game of football. You know, anything can happen from this, but it's a statement against one of the league favourites at our place, for our turf. I thought we defended really well. I thought we attacked even better. At times we had to ride our luck, but we had people off their seats, and that's what I said to you. I was here to do with my staff, and I think today we've done that.
We'll touch on some individuals. We'll start with the back line. Toby, I thought, didn't make too many saves, but commanded his box very well. I know it's a weakness that has been highlighted at times because of his height. I thought did very well dealing with the large volume of crosses that were thrown his way.
Yeah. Look, he's 5'10" with confidence and ego of somebody who's 7 foot. So if you have that and he has brave people in front of him, he's going to do that. He's unbelievable with his feet. And yeah, what we needed from him today was bravery to be able to come, deal with crosses. And there was a couple of punches in there, a couple of catches, and that will do him a world of confidence. And also the boys in front of him, because they know that they've got a brave goalkeeper who is willing to come through the crowd and take hits. So for him today, I'm over the moon for him and Brad, the goalkeeping section, to get that clean sheet.
And then we'll start as well, SBJ, playing out of position for 70 odd minutes as right back. Hasn't maybe played as many minutes as he would have wanted in pre-season. How impressed were you with him in a position that he's maybe not so familiar with?
Yeah, look, the beauty of what we've got now is the boys have bought into it. So if the boys have bought into it, it means that they're willing to sacrifice themselves for the team. And SB's done that. And it was difficult for him because he came in hurt, so we didn't get too much out of him as much as we'd wanted early pre-season. But he's a huge part of what we do here. His age doesn't matter. We've got a lot of boys in their 30s. They bring something to the team and they bring something to the dressing room, and SB's most definitely one of them. And they're the kind of characters that understand South London and understand the club. You need them here.
And then moving further forward, we'll touch on Danny Mills. And I said to him in the tunnel afterwards that I've never seen the ball at his feet so much, and I've never seen him run the channels so much. He put in a real shift today, didn't he, in quite intense heat.
It's the Peter Crouch effect that people didn't realise how good Peter Crouch was with his feet, because his game's predominantly around shoulder height. Millsy is no different. Millsy is no different. Like you can't have anybody say that Millsy can't play. He's just been playing in setups where it is just based a little bit more kind of from shoulder height. But yeah, he was brilliant. It was great to get 90 into him, and he just caused problems. Yeah, I'm delighted for him because he's seen the heartache more than anybody.
Finally, then we can't really not mention him annoyingly. Luke bagging a hat trick. I know him and Michael Chambers have a bet about goals and how many Luke has scored. They've had it for the last few years. I know Chambers will be fuming he's bagged 3 today.
Nah, Luke was rubbish, mate. Luke was rubbish. Just come on the end of things. It was the first one we got over the line when we came in, and he's shown a great now sort of understanding what we want. I think probably he's one of 2 or 3 that we needed to convince a little bit more, but brought in early. And I think we reaped the rewards today because he had 3 goals, 3 great finishes, but 3 completely different types of goals. And that's the Luke that we needed to get back. It's the same with Sean, Wince, Millsy, AJ, all those boys that have been here previously. It's just unpeeling back to the player on which they are, and we know that's in there. And yeah, if anyone was going to get it today, I'm delighted it's him that's got the match ball.
Perfect. Dacey, we'll let you go and we'll let you enjoy your evening, and well done. I'll see you Tuesday.
Thank you, mate.